Hills, Michigan. His twin is actually on this team, Shane Shadaia. And he did not wrestle at 174, although he has had some action this season. And we are underway at 184, our 8th bout of the day. It's Matt McCutcheon, who's ranked number 6th at the 184 weight class. He missed some time due to injury, and you see that brace wrapped around that left leg knee area. But McCutcheon ready to go, 13-3, 92 in duels, and 4-1 in Big Ten meets is McCutcheon. On the other end, Shadaia, 11-9, 5-6 in duels, and 2-4 in Big Ten wrestling.
You mentioned the brace there on McCutcheon's left knee. That has been his biggest problem this year. He's been very consistent and really one of the most improved wrestlers on this Penn State team from last year to this year. But his biggest problem is he's missed a lot of time with injury. He suffered some back spasms early on in the year on the Nittany line open back in December, missed a couple of matches there. And then that brace was due to an injury there, a bad leg turn against Illinois, and he missed one match. So if he can stay healthy, the Nittany Lions down this home stretch here, he has shown already he can wrestle against some of the best and be very well. It's just, can he stay healthy? That's the biggest question for him the rest of the season.
McCutcheon now tried to quickly work in on the right leg of Shadaia, but he couldn't get anything going. Now as Shadaia turns it, and he gets no points awarded. The referee quickly threw them up, but pulled them back.
Nothing yet.
And that's the second or third time already, Brandon. We've seen that Michigan State, a near takedown there. They have control for like a half a second, 1 second, and then just can't finish and can't get the close out.
So stalemate is called. Both wrestlers will return to the center at their feet in the standing position. 1:31 left to go in this first period. McCutcheon and Shadaia scoreless so far. Neither has riding time as well. The Nittany Lions lead overall, scoring 29-3 over the Michigan State Spartans in what most believed would be a fairly big blowout victory for the Nittany Lions. It's certainly shaping up to be so. McCutcheon and Shadaia continue to work near the center of the mat. 1:10 left to go in this first period.
McCutcheon, kind of like Gulabon did last night as well, struggled to get up from the mat once he got taken down in a 6-0 loss yesterday to Lehigh to number 3, Nate Brown. So definitely a very good wrestler. You see, McCutcheon shake off some of that anger and kind of disgust from yesterday's match and kind of put that behind him and focus now on Shadaia and Michigan State. And
you certainly have to believe it's extremely tough. Still working back from an injury. Doesn't seem to be 100% completely, so he doesn't even have both of his legs completely underneath him. Now about 35 seconds left in the first period. No points have been awarded yet in this eighth bout of the day. It's Matt McCutcheon, ranked number 6 at 184, and Shwan Shadaia for the Michigan State Spartans.
Now, only faced one ranked wrestler this season so far, and that was actually Kenny Courts of Ohio State, and a 10-3 win for Courts there. And that was Courts who actually suffered a big loss to McCutcheon last week against Ohio State. McCutcheon kind of avenged for an earlier loss last season. He kind of turned his season around, at least momentum-wise, turned it around for McCutcheon.
So at the end of the first period, neither wrestler has any points awarded to him. It's scoreless here, riding time in nobody's favor yet. McCutcheon will start in the down position. Shadaia on top. Ryan, you mentioned that Ohio State duel, which was a big deal here on the Penn State campus. As the wrestler will talk now to McCutcheon a bit. I don't believe he awarded a caution to either wrestler now. He certainly didn't put up that C. I think he's kind of taking blame for that right now, so they'll restart that. And now the second period is underway. But back to that Ohio State duel, that was huge. That was one of two. That was the final duel at the Bryce Jordan Center. Sold out again. Just an absolutely electric atmosphere. That was a 24-14 win for Penn State. And one of the biggest of the season, that was against number 3, Ohio State.
There's Brendan. That was really their last big match going into now the postseason play, starting with the dual championships next week. That was their final test, if you want to say, against a very highly ranked opponent. And Nittany Lions wrestled very well against the Buckeyes, took 7 of 10 matches there at the Bryce Jordan Center, as you mentioned. They really looked comfortable on the big stage, and that's really what you want to see, because the stage starting now is only going to get bigger.
Matt McCutcheon up 1-0, awarded the escape point. Now working for a takedown points here as he's attempted to work Shadaia down to the mat. Shadaia working back right now. A bit of a scramble. Neither wrestler in control. Now 1 minute left to go in the second period. And 2 points have been awarded for Matt McCutcheon for the takedown. He leads 3-0 as he works the riding time down that Shadaia has accumulated, now down to just 5 seconds in Shadaia's favor. 45 seconds left to go in this second period. Now it's worked to 0 and working in McCutcheon's favor. McCutcheon continues to work on top of Shadaia, pulling at that right arm and trying to get that weight advantage, flip Shadaia around.
See McCutcheon there really working the left side now. Shadaia trying to use his cross weight to push Shadaia, get him off balance, and try to get his back exposed. So far, Shadaia doing a good job. See, he's just laying on the ground right now, which is, while it frustrates a lot of wrestling fans, you hear a lot of Penn State fans kind of complain that he's not wrestling. It's almost a better strategy just because, as you see, he gets a stall warning there, because you can't really expose your stomach and your core, because once you do that, Penn State is so good, as you see, at turning and taking advantage of that.
Now under 5 seconds, 3 seconds in 2 now, and the second period comes to a close. Matt McCutcheon with a good move there, starting to chip away at Shadaia, certainly showing his strength there. He leads 3-0.
I see the patience there by McCutcheon. Like I said, both wrestlers kind of scrambling around. McCutcheon is still fighting there, works and gets that second leg. He gets the only takedown so far of the match.
Shadaia has decided to start in the upright position. Both wrestlers working toward the center of the mat. McCutcheon leads 3-0, 42 seconds of riding time in his favor. 1 minute and 41 seconds left to go in this third period.
Now, this is something that McCutcheon does a lot, especially when he's up late in the period here, is just kind of play some defense, play a lot of head games, play around the upper body, and not expose himself, not allow Shadaia to get an open shot in either leg.
Shadaia tries to get in there. McCutcheon trying to work something as well. Neither wrestler can get anything going for them. McCutcheon still leads 3-0, 1:10 left to go in this third period. Riding time remains at 42 seconds, so unless McCutcheon can get a takedown and get on top of Shadaia, he will not get that bonus point. Now 50 seconds left to go. As you mentioned, Ryan, McCutcheon seems fairly content just playing a bit, or wrestling a bit defensively, kind of hanging back and making sure he isn't taken down. Now he goes a bit on the offensive, working toward the legs. Shadaia now working back. Neither wrestler was awarded points. Now less than 30 seconds left to go in the third period. McCutcheon still leads 3-0. And we'll have a stoppage here. Both wrestlers return to the center of the mat. 24 seconds now. And Shadaia is going to have to make something happen and make it happen quickly. He trails by 3. Now 15 seconds left. You hear the Michigan State coaches saying you gotta go. And he certainly does now. Under 10 seconds left to go.
A lot of credit though to McCutcheon, playing very good defensive. Every time Shadaia tries to get a shot, he does a very good counter shot to prevent the shot and also try to get himself some points.
So the third period comes to a close, and at 184, Matt McCutcheon gets the win by decision, 3-0. No bonus points rewarded there, but the Nittany Lions now lead 32-3.
As you look, see there, the only takedown of the match is McCutcheon's patience paying off there, fighting for it, getting those 2 legs of Shadaia and working for the only takedown, like I said, of the match. And big